Hey guys, we are back with another video. I know it's been a while, but we are back with the Disney Princess Challenge. Aurora, in the last episode, aged up to an infant. So we're doing the little bath times. We're doing some feeding times. In the last episode, we worked on her skills, so she is able to sit in the high chair like a big girl. Then, part of the Tiana's challenge is to finish her culinary aspiration, but she has to get her cooking skills to level 8 and also get her culinary career to at least level 8. So we're cooking some food to get to that point, some breakfast, and she is just deep in focus. This is her calming time. And that is not breakfast. That is a birthday cake. We're gonna age up Tiana, but it can be breakfast, dinner, whatever we have it. We are hungry in this household. It is dinner, and she is a mean toddler. I'm gonna change, or I'm gonna keep it. I am gonna keep it. It's been quite some time since I filmed this, so it's new to me. Then it's also new to me as well as it's new to you. But I am gonna give her a little bit of outfits, so please enjoy some music while I do it. Just kidding, that was quicker than I thought, but isn't Aurora so cute? Look at her on her little rocking horse. She is definitely giving the vibes of Aurora. I wanted to do the pink and the blue to match with her storyline, but now we're having some breakfast on the couch. This is the next morning, a different day, but Aurora and Tiana are having a little bit of a bonding time. I'm gonna keep the high chair around because sometimes it's a little quicker to feed Aurora some sandwiches. She is a good eater, so I think she'll eat anything I give her. But we're gonna have her practice some potty skills since she is a new toddler. And make sure she gets that potty skill up, so she is a well-rounded little toddler. So her room is adorable. This little house is adorable. I haven't had a small house in a while. So going back to this playthrough is really refreshing for me because my berry challenge, I am now on the orange gen, and even though it's just the 4 of them, we do have a little bit bigger house with 3 stories. So just having my house be on one level is honestly refreshing for the playthrough. But Tiana did level up her parenting skill. She's getting more acclimated to being a parent. So I never found Tiana to be a parent. Dedicated full-on parent, more like a career working mom. But speaking of career, on her days off she does go to her restaurant. If you remember, this is Tiana's restaurant. I did check on some of our aspiration points or our restaurant points to see if we can get more calming customers, some more patience, some more help. I got another waiter as well. This might be beneficial to us. So I got multiple waiters. So there's Lexi, once again Prince Charming's adopted daughter. If you haven't seen the rest of my series, please make sure to check it out. There's a whole playlist down below that's at the end of each video, but I noticed when I do the restaurant, there isn't much for Tiana to do, so when she is not leveling up her workers are checking to see if they are okay. I just have her clean up around the restaurant, do some dishes. And you can see our chef, I believe his name is Wyatt, is struggling there. So let's get him some more training, I believe. Let's get him some more training. He needs it. And then we are gonna also give some of our waiters some training. Those are our 2 waiters. Um, the one with the ponytail is our newest waiter. But yeah, and we're just gonna end the day. This is later in the day. Nothing much happened other than cleaning and making sure our staff was okay. But we're now officially almost at 3 stars at the end of this day. I think a goal for this challenge, even though it's not required, is to I want to get to at least a 5-star restaurant. I feel like Tiana would have a 5-star restaurant, and like that's just her vibes, and I feel like it would be realistic for her. But even though she's a hardworking princess, um, she does miss Aurora when she gets home. Aurora is her pride and joy, and her being away is very difficult. And it's just nice to come home, give Aurora some love, because she is at daycare a lot, because even though I try to keep Naveen and Tiana working opposite hours, so someone is always home with her. Even on Tiana's days off, she goes into the restaurant, so that doesn't always work in our favor the way I want it to. But Tiana and Naveen are still very deeply in love. They are soulmates for each other, and Aurora loves fantasy and loves books, so that's very cute. It's definitely on brand with the Disney Princess Challenge. Back in the beginning of this challenge, Snow White, a lot of her kids were also book lovers, and they love to read books, especially Cinderella and Bashful. They were the twins that were always constantly reading. But we are back at the restaurant, and we are gonna see if we can get our skill up a little bit. We served a couple customers already, so we did get up to level 3. I want to make sure we welcome all our customers as much as we can, just to make them feel special and loved and all that. And they deserve it. Like you see it in the movie. Tiana's always singing and making sure her customers have a very hands-on experience. So during her time at the restaurant, Emily called, so we're just gonna check on her. Cinderella is supposed to pass away soon, so that's kind of sad. She was very fun to play, and honestly, I feel like Cinderella was alive for a long time, because even though like her lifespan was average, I was playing with her for so long, even in the Snow White gen, and we did a lot of cleaning and cooking together and taking care of her 50 million siblings. So yeah, I'm just checking on more rewards we can get from having a good restaurant. I want the cheaper produce at some point, and I also want higher quality produce, but Some of these require it only being available for one day, which I don't know how I feel about it. Then we move on to a different day, and um, Naveen is still getting ready in the morning. Tiana is doing some quick cleaning up. So the house is a little bit of a wreck. And then while Tiana is cleaning, Aurora is being super cute playing with her princess castle in her room. This is the fullest shot of her room. She is now level 3 of the imagination skill. So love that for her. I'm going to have her be as romantic and daydreaming as possible. And then while Naveen is still, well, he's not sleeping anymore, but while Naveen was sleeping, we are chatting with Aurora to make sure she feels heard and not alone, and make sure she gets the attention she needs. And so part of this challenge, Aurora's challenge, Tiana and Naveen have to kind of be more overprotective parents. And I never really played the overprotective parent storyline, so that's something we're really going to jump into when she's a child, and even more so a teenager, because I feel like as a teenager that's when she would start that's when she would start sneaking out. I'm kind of thinking about the idea along the lines of maybe sneaking out to what's that town? The spellcaster town. Just something that's woodsy and magical and things of that nature. But during that time on my little tangent, they had breakfast together. They had little chats while Tiana was cooking. And Tiana leveled up, so she is officially a chef now. And so we have chef or mixologist. I'm thinking that when Naveen gets to the point, I'm gonna have him be a mixologist, and then I'm gonna leave him at that point. Hopefully, I can get him there before Aurora is a teenager, because I want to complete Tiana's challenge while Aurora is still a child, so we can do the whole runaway storyline. But when Tiana came home from work, we gave Aurora some snuggles because she came back from daycare. Her schedule was a little bit off, so we're just getting that back on point before we go to bed. But after that, this is the next morning. Naveen is off for right now. So I had him work on his mixology skill to work on the plan I had in place, and we bought Aurora a ball pit, and she had the best time with that. And then we had some pancakes for breakfast, and then she's back playing with her dolls. And I'm stomping on dirt because I'm too lazy to buy Naveen another vacuum. I'm kind of annoyed that the vacuums go in the inventory, because realistically, if this was a household, we would only have one vacuum and whoever would use it. But Aurora upped her potty skill again. She is now level 3, I believe. But now we're going to bed for the night. She is very cute, sleeping in her bed. Everyone's peaceful. The next morning, after breakfast, Aurora slept in pretty late. She went to bed late. But I also want to. Sorry, I was losing my voice a little bit there. I also want to upgrade Naveen's musical skill for a little bit, because he did play at the restaurant a lot. but we're gonna answer Emily's call. We're gonna visit her later today, but before that, I'm gonna have Tiana go on a run. So, as we're moving on, like I said, I am continuing to get his guitar skill up because I feel that that would be with the storyline because he was very musical in the Princess and the Frog movie. And I kind of had a forgetful, a little dumb moment because I just realized as of right now we have a guitar right there by the computer and I bought him another one. So I have to fix that at some point. But yeah, that was hilarious on my part. Not knowing what we have and not knowing what's in our house. That's on me for playing 2 saves at one time. Alright, so for a while we are gonna start by doing this little hobby for a little bit, but that was actually Naveen's sister, I believe. She was calling to talk about a future relationship. And I kind of want Aurora to be close to her because of the blue hair. But we will get back to that later. I told Tiana to go on a hike to get some exercise to clear her head. She's been working a lot and taking care of Aurora. All of a sudden, she started swimming in the the high school years town, like little pier thing. I didn't even know they can swim through here. But, I was trying to get her out and I didn't even know where to go. So I just let her swim through here, which is probably not, and she's freezing to death. Oh my god. She is freezing to death. I changed her into her, cold weather gear. She is still sleeping because I had to have her click on the pier to go somewhere, but Aurora has finished her potty skill. She is currently working on her thinking skill. I love the xylophone from Pandasama, and there is a new updated version from Hydrangea, I believe, where they made a keyboard as well. So I had Aurora playing with the keyboard, but it is nighttime, so I'm gonna get her ready for bed. And then the next day after that, we went to go visit the family, so Emily and Cinderella, and we also invited Bashful. She is older as well, and they are twins, so they are around the same, or they are the same age. They are twins, so both of them might end up passing away soon. So I just want to spend as much time as possible with them. Make sure Aurora knows who they are. I don't know why Aurora is talking about fitness, but she is going to talk to Emily too. Her auntie Emily, and when, I think Emily has the single and loving it lifestyle and she loves it. Right now she is single and not really having any romantic interest in mind with anyone. But I do see Emily loving her baby niece, and maybe they are closer in the future when Aurora needs help, especially when things may start becoming distant with her and her parents. But we have to take Aurora home because Tiana has to go to work soon, so we are gonna go back home. And it is also her birthday this day, I realized, so we invited Naveen's sister over. Tiana went to work, so she's gonna miss it. But before Naveen goes to work, let's age her up, and then I will edit her as well. We have 2 big age ups in one episode, so we'll watch her go from an infant to a child. And I did not plan that to happen, but catching you guys up for sure. It's been a long time since I made a video, so we definitely made some progress. And the only requirement for this challenge for traits is for her to have the lazy traits, because she is Sleeping Beauty, so we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna edit her, and this time I will add music.
She is now a child, looking very cute. I wish I had a headband for her, but unfortunately, I did not have any headbands that went with the hair I wanted to use with her, which was this one. I did have a hair with the headband, but it just didn't work. So, as I was saying before, Tiana was going on a hike. I feel like she, like her aunt or her cousin, or however this blue-haired girl is related to Naveen. Of course, since her and Naveen are close, I would imagine in my head that you know, that she would call her auntie anyway. And part of Aurora's gen is to, and obviously they're related because they're allowed to do a family kiss, but part of Aurora's gen is to only have 3 close friends. And so with that, I believe that they should be the fairy colors. So if you remember, the fairy colors are red, green, and blue in Sleeping Beauty.
And since she's already blue and she's already kind of cute looking, I think we should have another close aunt. Maybe Emily will be another one. Maybe Emily can be the green one. Let me know what you guys think of that. Or should we include the last friend, the one she brought home from school earlier in this episode? Actually, I don't even think she went to school yet. I'm jumping ahead, but earlier, she does, or later on, she does bring home a a classmate from school tomorrow in Sims time. Let me know if you guys think that she should be the third and final friend. Or should we make completely new friends? And when she does her little escape into living her own life, um, there's a lot of ways the storyline can go. So I definitely want to take your input into account. I'm currently not filming in real time right now because I still have a not so very episode to film, but just in case, I want to get their friendship a little bit up. I don't want to break the rules and have her have more friends when it only requires 3. Plus, I think the relationship with her parents is actually really close. Sorry about that. My dogs were barking. This audio recording might be a little sparse and all over the place, but it's okay. We're wrapping up and coming to the end. But like I said, Aurora's getting her social skill a little up, which is not important to me because she seems like an introvert anyway, especially because she's gonna be home a lot by herself, especially as a teenager because her parents are always working, especially at night. So when she comes home from school, it's not gonna be uncommon for her to be home alone, but we did redo her room. She has a little bookshelf here. We're gonna have her read a book, and we're gonna have her I always just imagine her lost in thought, and just everything is, she's in her head a lot. She's in her head. She doesn't have a lot of friends. She's has a select few, but I also find her not minding it, but like she'd rather be at home, and there's her canopy bed. I think it fits her personality with the pink and the blue very well. But I don't see her minding it. But I do think with time she's gonna kind of get fed up with it, especially reading a lot of romance and wanting to just find that one true love. She's a hopeless romantic. But we're gonna have her go to bed. It's kind of late, and just making sure that she's already asleep before her parents get home because her parents are a little strict about that. But later in the day, she did have her first day of school after aging up, and Naveen and Tiana are having breakfast together, and they're just having a little bonding moment. This is like the first time in a while they have had a slow morning without taking care of Aurora. So I bet it's a little weird for them in a way to have time to talk and to do a little flirts, but they're so in love, and it's so cute. They are my most non-problematic couple right now, which is nice because tune into my berry challenge. They are very very, very, very problematic. So if you want to see some drama, and what is that? She got a fear. It looks like she had a fear going on. Something came up, and for some reason the toilet's dirty. That's random. But with that being wrapped up, the next video that's gonna be uploaded is the Not So Berry Challenge. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to leave suggestions on who you think Aurora, what her friend should be. I drew a blank, but we got called into Emily's house before we end this episode, and Cinderella actually passed away. So now this is Emily's house all to herself. So everyone's feeling a little sad and drained and bored, but we did have a Thanksgiving celebration, so Emily is not alone. However, that didn't get recorded, but we did build our I keep sounding to say Aurora treehouse. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I promise I will try to upload more frequently. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please let me know what you want to see in the future, and I will see you guys very, very soon.
Jacques Loudet, Lemba Chicken, Zande, Tudupatui, Blue Porstuna, or Bandava Dubu, Bimne Beauvoir, Chindava Boubra.